Okay. One of the most difficult tasks you may have to face during your career and also during your test will be to acquire a capability to take notes while listening to a message. Taking notes is a kind of an art. It takes a lot of experience to master it. So I cannot pretend to teach you how to take fantastic notes in one lesson. But at least I can try to give you some ideas. Those are actually my ideas. You can interpret my ideas, you can modify, you can add, you do whatever you want. But at least I would like to give you a base to work on. Taking notes is quite difficult because the person speaking to you, your colleague, but most probably a controller or another pilot, will speak at a certain speed, accordingly to ICAO 100 words per minute, but sometimes even faster. And so you have to write while listening. And that's already difficult because the listening is a certain function of the brain, while writing is another function of the brain. And the connection is kind of a loosey Wi-Fi in the brain. So it is not so easy to coordinate listening and writing. Moreover, you have to write in a way that you can for sure read what you've been writing. You have no idea how many times I see students taking notes and being unable to read what they just wrote. So you have to be clear, concise. And so I will try to give you some ideas to work on. First of all, most of the times the communication is including a certain number of words which are always the same. So we can start with the most common words, which are always coming. And probably the most common word that you will hear in your career will be clear. Clear. Clear is authorization. They will give you permission to do something. Clear to taxi, clear to take off, clear to land, clear to switch on the engines. If you have to write clear every time, takes time, you don't have plenty of time, so you need an abbreviation. What I'm using is normally CL. That for me is clear. And I'm using it only for clear. The second word you will listen very often is taxi. Taxi is the instruction to move on the airport. And you can write taxi, but takes time. So I have an abbreviation also for taxi. That's TX. Usually at that point we'll give you an instruction about which taxiway you have to take. And the taxiways are named with letters. And the letters are, you know, we have a phonetic alphabet in aviation that you have to master. And so taxiway could be Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, and going on. You will learn and you will memorize. But for me, taxiway Alpha is just an A. A single letter, for me, is a taxiway. Moreover, you can be instructed to go to a runway. And for me, the abbreviation for runway is very simple, RY. Somebody use RW, whichever you prefer. I prefer RY usually. And so at that point we are able to write a complete clearance to go to what's the name of the runway? Sorry, I forgot. The name of is a number of two figures, for example, 3, 4. Sometimes there is a letter behind. 3, 4 left or 3, 4 right. In Ozzano we have only one runway, but when there are two parallel runways, one is the left, one is the right, and sometimes there is also the 3, 4 center in some big airports. So at that point we are not. There is one instruction which is extremely important and dangerous. It's holding or hold. Maybe they will tell you taxi to Delta and hold. Okay, hold is an incredibly dangerous instruction. If you miss it, the biggest accident happened due to a holding point and a misunderstanding on the holding point. Holding point at Charlie, very simple. Charlie with the circle around. This is holding at Charlie. Hold at Charlie. Sometime they can tell you hold at Charlie 1. Maybe it's the first exit from Charlie to the runway. Hold at Charlie 1. At that point we can write a complete clearance. You are clear to taxi, taxiway Alpha, Delta, hold at Echo 1. Okay, and now you are holding, but they will probably give you permission to take off and try to guess. Clear to take off. Clear to take off. Clear to take off. Clear, take off. Or I abbreviate further, clear takeoff. Clear to land, clear to land. Do you see? Clear to take off, clear to land. Very easy. Let's try to write a complete clearance just to see how it is. You are clear to taxi, Alpha, Delta, hold short at Echo 1, and then the control, you have to read back, you will learn that. And then the controller will call back and say, clear, take off, runway 3 for left. Clear to taxi, taxiway Alpha Delta, hold short at Echo 1 and wait. Clear to take off, runway 3 for left. Very nice short abbreviation. What else can be normally abbreviated? For example, maybe the controller will give you an instruction to climb to a certain level. Guess. Climb to 320. Climb to 320. Descend to 120. Those are flight levels that you will learn what they are. Clear to climb 320. Clear to descend 120. The complete will be clear, climb 370. Or even only this one is enough. If you do something like this, that means that there was a clearance. So CL is optional. Maybe they will give you turn left. Turn left. That's turn left. Turn right. Turn right. Turn left 270. Turn right 095. And maybe they will give you an instruction to go direct to a certain point, direct to Ozzano. Other words can be abbreviated with a good saving of time and less difficulty in writing. For example, if they say they advise you there is turbulence, that's turbulence. Severe turbulence. There is a particular kind of turbulence that you will learn about in meteorology, which is named clear air turbulence. Clear air turbulence. Or the abbreviation that I use, water patches on runway, water patches of runway. Do you see? Water on the runway. If you have a problem, you can ask for a fire brigade. Fire brigade. Fire brigade has been advised and it's coming. Medical service has been advised and it's coming. It will take, if somebody is asking for an ambulance, just ambulance requested and arriving. You know, all tricks that you will learn, you will master, and that will be extremely useful for you. In the next video, I will have you listen to some clearances or some messages or some instructions, and we will take notes together. So you will see how it works in reality. Thank you for now.